This has the potential to absolutely steal cubes and play mind games. We'll get to the why and hows in a bit, but first, who is Anti-Venom? We all know Eddie Brock, right? The most well-known Venom host. When Eddie was separated from the Venom symbiote, traces of it was left in his body. Now, at this time, Eddie was suffering from cancer while working as a volunteer in the Feast Center, a charity to help the homeless on the outside, but actually a front for criminal activities run by Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative. Now, Martin Lee actually cured Eddie of his cancer using his light force powers, but in the process accidentally infused the remnants of the symbiote in Eddie's bloodstream with light force, creating a new hybrid symbiote. Now, Eddie named this new hybrid symbiote Anti-Venom after its healing powers and ability to cure any known disease. Unlike other symbiotes, this symbiote is completely mindless and the host is in full control. The symbiote was destroyed when it was used as a cure for the spider virus during the Spider Island storyline, but Alchemex did get a hold of a sample of the symbiote and engineered an anti-venom serum, which ended up creating another anti-venom symbiote that bonded with Flash Thompson, making him Agent Anti-Venom. In Marvel Snap, Anti-Venom is a 4-energy 7-power card with the ability, on reveal, set the cost and power of your deck's top card to 0. So, two things immediately pop into my head. Bring Luke Cage or Shadow King to negate the power loss. Also, use him in a deck with cards that have 0 power but incredibly powerful abilities. Think of a 0-cost Animzola, Null, Iron Man, Mystique, Blob, Taskmaster. I mean, one of the more meta decks right now is this build-up power deck. I can see Anti-Venom as a risk I'm willing to take in order to get a free Iron Man or a free Sage. And hey, you could use Anti-Venom in the Iron Man Tribunal deck, a 0-cost Tribunal, or even a 0-cost Onslaught. Yeah, you lose the power, but presumably that lane already has some power that you're doubling. Now here's another thought. What if you re-proc Anti-Venom with Grandmaster? That's 2 0-cost cards in your hand, potential to really swing the late game. So yeah, I'm actually very interested in seeing what the community comes up with in terms of synergy with Anti-Venom. Hey, share some of your ideas in the comments. Of course, Mobius M. Mobius completely shuts him down, so maybe if we see a rise in Anti-Venom plays, we'll see a rise in Mobius as well. Now, here's another interesting psychological play with Anti-Venom. It's like, you know, when you play a game with the raft and your opponent fills up the raft, you're sitting there going, what free card did they get? Can it swing the game in their favor or not? Something to ponder. Now he comes to the Spotlight caches with Super Giant, a bit of a 5-head card, strong if you know how to use her properly, and Ghost Spider, a key card in the Move archetype. To me, Anti-Venom is a high-risk, high-reward kind of card. You know, we've seen cards like this before where the potential is there. Ooh, 0-cost Iron Man, right? But in practice, the RNG gods might not be so kind. So personally, I would wait to see before spending keys or tokens if you are short on those. And no, I did not forget about Howard the Duck. Do I think this card will make Howard relevant? No. Not really. One, you're taking up a valuable card slot in a 12-card deck, and B, in a regular game, you can only play Anti-Venom on turn 4, which means you only get 2 turns to peak. I don't think it's worth the spot. Also, how frustrating would it be to see the card that you want discounted on the top of your deck, but on turns 2 and 3, before you can actually play Anti-Venom? And when you can finally play Anti-Venom, oh, sorry, it's not the card you want discounted. That said, man,